What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along, a very different watch-along from that Tottenham Arsenal game that was an absolute headache. But anyway, we got over the line in the end and won 3-2. I'd like to think I'll be a lot more calm for this one, but maybe not, because we need a result from Forest today. It's my hometown club. You know, they're fighting for relegation, and I do think this will be a harder game for City than the game against Brighton, which I had no expectation of Brighton doing anything. They had nothing to play for. So Forest are absolutely desperate to stay in this division. And listen, everyone who's an Arsenal fan at least will be supporting Forest today. Big up to everyone locked in. Appreciate your support as always. We got great numbers on that first watch along. And hopefully we get decent numbers on this one as well. Let's go through the teams quick. In terms of, let's go with the Forest lineup. Sells in goal. They've gone for back five. Williams, Niakate, Bolly, Murillo and Aina. Danilo, Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi, Alanga and Chris Wood. I think you know what they're going to do. They are going to sit back and try and hit City on the break with Hudson-Odoi and Gibbs-White and Alanga. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. On the bench, Matt Turner. Still can't believe we got 8 million for him. I bet they're regretting that one. Sangare, Reina, Toffolo, Yates, Origi, Montiel, Deli, and Bruno. And then the Man City team, quite interesting. Yeah, we probably all aged a little bit during that Arsenal game. I can't lie. Foden hat-trick. He's not in the squad, bro. He's not in the squad. Big up my brother Broads. Edison in goal. Walker at right back. Vardal at left back. Or will Vardal be centre back? Akanji and Ake at centre back. That's how they've listed it. Rodri, Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne in midfield. Doku and Grealish out wide with Alvarez up front. Apparently Foden's wife is having a baby, so he's been given the weekend off. On the bench, Scott Carson, Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis, Ortega. Harland returns to the bench, not fully fit, but fit enough to be involved. John Stones, Kovacic, Nunez, and Gomez. So, you know, they do have, you know, the best striker in the Premier League to bring off the bench if necessary. By the way, people, that I'm not going to harp on too much about the Arsenal game. I'll have a fan cam out after this. We'll obviously talk about it tomorrow on the 2 o'clock show. But what on earth did we just watch in that game? I was going to get my pillow and my quilt at half time. It was that comfortable. I could have took a nap. By the end of it, I'm hanging on, begging the ref to blow the full-time whistle. How did we make that game so difficult? David Raya, mate, what he did today was disgraceful. The Declan Rice one is a mistake. It's frustrating, but it can happen. If you're not aware of what's near you, and you just focus on the ball and you go to the volley it and they tap it away, you end up kicking the player. It's poor, but it happens. But what David Raya did was ridiculous. Kicking the ball straight to Ramiro and then just basically diving out of the way. I couldn't believe it. It'll be reflected in player ratings tomorrow anyway. But listen, we won the game and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And listen, we know that we need Man City to drop points somewhere. And let's hope it can be today. Forest, get us underway, people. Shooting from left to right. And I know a lot of people will say Forest won't do anything in this game. But they did draw this game last season at home. And here they are on the break already. Alanga gets to the byline. Stands up back post. Williams, what a chance. It's blocked. Oh, my days. That is a great chance early on. What a run from Alanga. Jeez, great pace. Wasn't even Alanga. I think it was Aina. I thought it was Alanga. Gets to the byline. And whips it in back post. Williams on the volley. Doesn't make good contact. I told you they'll cause problems on the break. Gibbs-White puts it down the sides. Edison smashes it. It's blocked. Panic here. Chris Wood. Good start for Forest. Danilo, who was linked with Arsenal as well. Hudson-Odoi up against Kyle Walker. Doku helps him. Come on, Forest. People have to understand they need to win. They're in a relegation battle. Every time City attack, you just think it's ominous, though. That's the problem. But that's a good start. That's a very good start. They've got pace. Aina at left back, very quick. Hudson-Odoi in front of him, and then Williams and Alanga on the other side. Remember, we only need a draw. A win would be great, but we only need a draw. A 1-1, a 0-0, who knows? 2-2. Hey, I said, Villa fan here, relieved that you guys beat Tottenham. I can't believe we made such hard work of it, but hey, is what it is. We did ourselves a favour. We did yourselves a favour as well. And, it is what it is. I think they're now 7 points behind Villa with 2 games in hand. So even if they win both their games, they'll still be behind. And I think they've still got to play Liverpool and Man City, I think, Tottenham. So they'll struggle to get top 4. Ash said, this is the watch-along that I never thought would go ahead in that second. Bro, it was getting cancelled. Simple as that. I said, if we didn't win that game, lock it off. City on the attack. Here's Grealish. Good tackle. Murillo goes out for a corner. It is a hope-along, Sam. It is. It's a hope-along. I'm just hoping that Forest can do something. But they were losing 1-0 last year, and they came back and equalised. Aina, great pace. Stands it up. Williams kind of doesn't make contact with it properly. It hits the bottom of his foot. He skins Rodri for pace. Stands it up. Williams should do far better there. Vardal blocks it, but he doesn't make proper contact with it, man. The technique was horrible. Raya got bored, says Blood Type. Corner to Man City. De Bruyne whips it in swing. Oh, it's blocked at the near post. Doku on the volley, and it's cleared. Can they hit them on the break? Aina looking for Gibbs White. The problem with Man City is always Kyle Walker, innit? You hit them on the counter-attack and you think, you've got them here. And then Walker just turns up out of nowhere with pure pace, and they manage to get out of it. City in possession. They're going to dominate possession, so. Oh my days. The Havertz tweet. I can't believe it. That is unreal. That's mad. He tweeted that tweet of the one that everyone's using of Lil Yachty walking out. And he's photoshopped himself on it. That's shameless. I love that. He got man of the match as well. Premier League man of the match. But yeah, we made hard work of it. But it don't matter at the end of the day, does it? I'm so tired of watching these oil-drinking trash bags lift the trophy year after year. Hopefully Forest can do something. It's hard, isn't it? They're that good. They're a monster. They're an absolute monster. Havertz, he's trending for all the right reasons for once. City in possession, Jack Grealish. People saying show the tweet. I mean, I won't be able to play it fully, but I didn't even think that was his verified account. Look at that. Havertz. Mood. That is unbelievable. How are you tweeting that, bro? I didn't know who this guy was when we signed him. I can't believe he's doing that. That is unbelievable. But yeah, I won't play too much in case they try to copyright me. But yeah, here comes Grealish. By the way, there is terms and conditions applied to this. If City end up like 3-0 up, we're locking it all off. You know how that goes. Got to retweet that as well. That deserves a holy... The donkey, man. The donkey. That's shameless. It's seriously shameless. Raya would be a fantastic number 2. It's crazy, isn't it? Raya... He'll be our number 1 next year. We'll buy him, we'll sell Ramsdale, and we'll sign a number 2. But he's got to cut those mistakes out. Here comes City. Forest are going to have to defend so well. Bernardo gets bullied there by Williams. Come on, Forest. What you got? Alanga loses it too easy. City are going to dominate. There are terms and conditions. Basically, the terms are, if Man City are battering them, we're ending the stream. You know, we're here while there's still hope here. Kyle Walker, heavy touch, goes out for a throw. In my head, all I'm saying is every second that goes by in this game, we're closer to getting the result. It's 0-0. And all we need is a draw. So every minute that it's 0-0, it's good. You know, it's a good result. Yeah, if it went 3-0, the stream's getting locked off, I tell you that much. Do you think Spurs will throw the City game? I don't think they can afford to. I know they're not going to want us to win the title, but surely as a professional football club, they need to get Champions League. We know Daniel Levy loves money. He's not going to want the Europa League money. He wants the Champions League money. So I think they'll try. Are they good enough? I don't know. Here come Forest on the attack. Aina finds Hudson-Odoi. Forest have a bit of possession. Terrible ball by Murillo there. Why is he rushing? Just panicked and kicked it straight back to them. Watch along number 2. We got to, man. We had to. We had to. A number 2 needs to be trusted like Ortega at City. Spurs are desperate for Champions League. Listen, I know they're not going to want us to win the league, but I think they'll wanna get in the Champions League. Cormac Curtis, what did you make of Salah yesterday? Have you had similar? But I have had a bust up with a manager before. I think what Salah did wrong. What he did on the touchline happens in football, right? What he did wrong was afterwards, when they interviewed Klopp and asked him about it, he was like, "It's forgotten about. It happens. You know, it's not something that needs to be spoken about." But Salah was like, "If I speak, there'll be a file." You know what I mean? As if, like, if I speak, it's going to be flames. And I think that's why Liverpool fans were critical of him, because they were like, they didn't like the reaction. Suzanne said, anything can happen in football. Go on, Forest. My dad played for Forest with Clough. He won 2 European Cups. So I'm assuming Alan O'Hare, is it? Is that your dad? Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Shot deflected. Tip wide by Sells. Corner. I'm assuming... I'm sure there's a guy called Alan O'Hare. Alan O'Hare. Is that him? Irish former footballer. Or am I wrong? Maybe not. Maybe it's not Alan O'Hare. Let me know. Let us know. What was his name? John O'Hare. Okay, fair enough. Look at this. We got European Cup winners in the chat. John O'Hare. Sunderland, Derby, Leeds and Nottingham Forest. Wow. Scottish footballer. 77 years of age. That's mad. Big up, man. That's legendary, man. That is legendary stuff. Big up. Hit the like button, people. John O'Hare. European Cup winner. Beckley said, Edison has made that rare mistake. He was good. He did actually have a good game, Raya. But do you know what it is? That mistake could have cost us everything today. That's why I was so annoyed about it. You know, the stakes are high. Very high. El said, time for the hate along. Yeah, 100%. Come on, Forest. Come on, here we go. They're on the attack now, Forest. Got players forward, although Kyle Walker's the recovering defender. You don't want to run at him, do you? Because you're just like, that's a foul. Yes, free kick to Forest, 25 yards out. That's a bad challenge as well. Forest have got pace in wide areas, man. Football heritage. Havertz was man of the match for me. Goal, assist, hold-up play, shameless celebrations. Don't get much better than that. Havertz man of the match, who would have thought? Yeah, I've been to Ireland. I went on a football tour there about 14 years ago, something like that. Free kick to Forest. Gibbs White over it. He's a good player as well, by the way. Chris Wood brace, I hope so. This is a free kick. What we got to remember, every second, every minute that this is 0-0, we're getting the result that we want. Do you know what I mean? We're here for... Obviously, we want City to lose, but a draw, I'll completely take that all day long. Still 2,000 of you in here, which is incredible. Amazing numbers. Big up to everyone. Big up Assassin on the way back from the lane. 3 points in the bag. Havertz gives us something different. Here's the free kick. They've got Williams, Gibbs White over it. Gibbs White lines it up. He hits it just over the bar. Didn't get it down quick enough. And it goes out for a goal kick. How are Forest bottom with the players they have? Well, they're fourth bottom, aren't they? But they've been poor. They've changed managers and a lot of players, you know. Suzanne said he was chief scout for Martin O'Neill for Leicester, Celtic and Villa until Martin gave up. Wow, that's amazing. Some heritage in the chat, man. European Cup winners and that. City in possession. Be interesting how they play. Doku's on the right. Grealish is on the left. Remember, no Kevin De Bruyne. No Kevin De Bruyne. What am I on about? No Phil Foden. Sorry, not Kevin De Bruyne. No Phil Foden. His wife's having a baby, so he's not in the squad. Harland is on the bench. Free kick for Man City. Corner of the penalty area there. City will drop points to Fulham. I don't know, you know. I don't know. James said, big fan Curtis watching since 20k. Nice change of attitude. Keeping it real. Wish you the best. Big up, bro. Wissam says, big up from Honolulu. Honolulu business, you know. Hawaii. Free kick to City. This will be dangerous. Jaden said, I don't know how you're doing this to yourself. We got to do it. We just got to be here in case something goes well, you know. They drew last year. You don't know, do you? You just never know. Yeah, I retweeted the Havertz tweet. Legendary. M says, great channel, by the way. Big up to you. Free kick to City here. This is dangerous. De Bruyne's over it. Away swinger. It's high. It's headed over the bar by Murillo. Corner to City. How old is Foden? He has 2 kids already. I think he got married young, didn't he? He got married. I'm sure they said he got married when he was like 19 or something. He's 23. I don't know. I think this could be his 3rd kid. 2nd or 3rd kid. Big up from Singapore, 11 a.m. Yeah, listen. Most set-piece goals, Arsenal 22, Everton 18, City 15, Liverpool 15, Luton 15. Come on, we'll take a scruffy 0-0. Kevin De Bruyne in swinging corner. At least they don't have the height of Harland anyway. Clips it to the edge of the penalty area. They've worked something there. Bernardo gets it wrong. Get rid of it. Don't take chances. What is that? See, Forest. Oh, is Doku on the attack? Doku shoots just wide. Goal kick. Calm down. Don't run after that ball. Chris Wood there. He got the ball. Didn't have a clue what to do with it. We haven't lost to any Big Six team. Any of the Big Six. Yeah. Chelsea, away win. No, away draw, home win. City draw and win. Liverpool draw, win. And Tottenham draw, win. Come on, Forest on the attack. Nico Williams. What's he got? Drives into the area. Williams shoots. Saved by Ederson. Goes out for a corner. Was fairly straight at him, but hit it hard there with power. Looks like a sunny day as well. You never know. Sun gets in the goalkeeper's eyes. It's a corner to Forest. At least they're offering an attacking threat. They look dangerous down the right-hand side. It's the left. Because Kyle Walker's at right back on the Forest left, it's so hard to get past him. But I think they can get some joy against Vardal, man. He's not particularly quick. Corner to Forest. Danilo to take it. In swinger. Come on, get a scrappy goal. Oh, it's blocked at the near post. Goes out for another corner. Forest were asking for handball. Referee says no. Another corner to Forest. Was there a handball in there? Flicked on. It does hit his arm, but it's right next to him. They're not going to give it. Another corner. Whipped in. Ederson. Oh, he drops it. No one gets it. Comes back out. Edge of the box. Hudson-Odoi. Up against Bernardo. Whips it in. Lovely ball. Header. Is that not a penalty there? He's wiped him out. He's given offside. He's given offside. Do you know what? They gave a penalty yesterday for the same thing in the Man United game. The ball gets headed away. Ederson collides with the Forest player. Onana got a penalty gave against him for that, but the guy was offside when he crossed it in. Stig says, big up from Barley, Big C, Notts boy. Originally, I support Arsenal. Like to see Forest do well. Exactly the same, bro. Nah, man. Ederson wiped him out, but look at this here. Doesn't win the header. Wipes him out. Maybe Barley collides with him as well. Ederson gets up like there's nothing wrong with him, then just falls to the ground. Nah, maybe there's not a penalty. Ederson's down, injured. Wouldn't mind him coming off. I know Ortega's good, but he's not as good as him. Big C, I see it written in the stars. City look rattled. Are we going straight down to the wire? Listen, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Anana uppercutted him, he did. Do you watch Notts County? Nah. Obviously, again, Nottingham team, I hope they do well, but... are you an ex-player? Yeah. City look nervy. Listen, pace is the thing that can hurt Man City. Alanga, Hudson-Odoi, there's a lot of it. So let's see what they can do. Ederson's getting treatment. Is he going to come off injured? He's still down getting treatment. Looks like it's his shoulder. Has said, I'm just out at the pub in Belfast. The place was bouncing from the Arsenal match. On the walk now to find a pub that's watching the Forest match. Yeah, man, tune in. Oh, looks like Ederson's coming off. Is he coming off? Ortega? Oh, no, Ortega's been sent out for a warm-up. It's a good start by Forest. They definitely won't put Scott Carson in goal, who's about 42 years of age. Who's the third-choice goalkeeper who basically never plays. He's just there for vibes. I was told a while ago that Scott Carson is really good friends with Ederson. And he's brilliant for like the warm-ups and that and the training throughout the week. So they just give him a new deal on cheap money all the time. And plus he's English. Obviously you've got to have so many English players in your squad. Is Ederson going to carry on? He's put his thumb up. Yeah, he's all right. Ortega was warming up. Need that Alanga dagger, bro. We need a goal from him, bro. Rail is already an obligation to buy. Yeah, I saw that. I kind of wish he wasn't. I know that sounds a bit harsh, considering he'll probably win the Golden Glove, but dream job for Carson. Unreal, innit? City have possession back. Ideally, we need Forest to score to have a little bit of a cushion. No Ruben Diaz today, who is their leader in defence. No John Stones. Stones is on the bench, though. Yeah, Raya had a good game, but the mistake could have been costly. Very costly. Fraser said, you know, Curtis, a while ago, you said you'd do a quick video detailing your footballing career. I think you said Perth was on the table. Are you still planning on doing that? Yeah, something we can do in the summer, definitely. Oh, Forest had a break on there. They didn't play the right pass. Walker nips in and wins it. Walker gets to the edge of the corner, whips it in. Bernardo Silva has a heavy touch. Niakate clips it up the pitch. You've got to almost catch them while Kyle Walker's on the break. Chris Wood tries to play it, gives it away. City win the ball back. Robin Hood Forest, steal from the rich, give to the poor, yeah. Ball over the top looking for Doku. Can he keep it in? No, he goes out for a goal kick. Listen, 19 minutes gone. Still 0-0. We'll take this. Would you take Mudryk for the right price? The problem with Mudryk, man, it's a rescue mission again, isn't it? It's a rescue mission. And I just don't think I want us to get a rescue mission at this stage like Mudryk. Mudryk hasn't done anything in the Premier League. So, I don't know. Big C, isn't it true Arsenal was founded partially by a former Forest player and we got jerseys donated? I heard something like that. There is some connection with the red shirts. Would love a podcast with Curtis. Turkish recently done one with Matish. Yeah, I don't mind. City in possession. Still 0-0. 20 minutes gone. Rodri on the ball. They haven't really created much so far, Man City. Tavares is there. He's injured apparently. Ball into Alvarez. Corner of the area. City in possession. At least the good thing about having no Harland is just whipping that high cross into the area. It's not as effective. De Bruyne loves that cross. Come on, Forest, come on. Oh, Walker fell over there. He still managed to get the ball. Alvarez is a good player. He is a good player, of course. World Cup winning goal striker. De Bruyne finds Vardal, cross in position. Terrible cross. Goes out for a goal kick. Calm down. Waste some time. 21 minutes gone. Goal kick to Forest. When's Kev next coming on? Hopefully I'll get him on. I'll drop him a message. Anytime you want a holiday in Bali, hit me up. I've got some big links. Hey, big up, man. Bali looks a nice place, to be fair. A weekly Curtis Shaw podcast would make... Yeah, listen, we can do that. We can do that, especially during the summer when there's no football. M said, I'm a Liverpool fan. This is by far the best Arsenal watch-along channel. Oh, could be in. It's up in the air. Oh, Edison collects it. By far the best Arsenal watch-along I've encountered. Happily listen to this guy. Good stuff. Big up, bro. Appreciate that. Man City in possession. I wish Kyle Walker wasn't playing today because their defence looks like it can really be got at. Jack Grealish, he always wins free kicks. He's a proper... Any chance he gets. Did they win the ball? This is a dangerous free kick. Look, the ball over the top there. Hudson-Odoi, man. Ake just manages to stick his leg out. Odoi, with... They're complaining, saying, was it a pass back to Ederson? I don't think it was. Gibbs White, yeah, it is a foul on Grealish. I'm not going to lie. It was. Spurs will beat City. City can't defend like we do. Very susceptible to counter-attack. I hope so. Did you watch Serie A on Sundays? Of course, man. That was the ultimate. James Richardson with the ice cream. Ray said, always love Big C, giving me the confidence to start my own channel. Big up, man. Promote it in the comments. Sports Genius on holiday in Orlando, about to hit the pool. Well, Kevin De Bruyne, free kick, 25 yards out, left of centre. This is nerve-wracking. Bernardo's over it. Here's Kevin De Bruyne, good block. The wall block it, hits him in the face. Forest player's down, injured. And the referee blows the whistle. It'll be a drop ball. All we need is a draw. Listen, ideally I want Forest to win. Bolly heads that away and then just sort of flops to the ground there. Would you take Gibbs White to replace ESR? I think Gibbs White is a good player. And as a squad player, wouldn't be terrible. But if you can get Eze for 60 million. Forest paid 40 million for Gibbs White. So if they're going to sell him, they're going to ask for big, big money, aren't they? So why would you pay 50, 60 million for Gibbs White when you can get Eze for 60 million in the same role? So I would rather sign Eze. LSU said, see you heading to 3,000 watching Forest v City. Legendary community. Big up all of you locked in. Hit the like button, people. And let's go. Sebastian said, thanks, the history of Arsenal is very interesting. Being from Woolwich, initially I linked to Royal Armoury where they made the cannonballs. Fair enough. Havertz's tweet's been retweeted, bro. It's legendary. City in possession, halfway line. 24 minutes gone. Forest 0. Manchester City 0. I almost said Manchester United. Manchester City 0. And listen, like I said, this is all we need is 0-0. Prime Aubameyang or Prime Sanchez. I love both players. I've got to go with Sanchez because I feel that he could create his own goal more than Aubameyang. I love Aubameyang as a striker, but you could give Alexis the ball. He can go and take 3 or 4 players on. Aubameyang is a supreme finisher. But I go Alexis. I wish we had Alexis in this team. Big up Marco. Hope you're well, bro. He's gifted 5 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. Here come Man City. Doku goes out for a throw into City in the corner. 23 minutes in, 0-0. We'll all take this. We will all take this. I'm happy with this. Ball up in the air. Murillo clears it. Throw into City again. Would you take Zaire Emery from PSG? He is a baller. He is a proper baller. He is young player. Some good young players. City in possession. Doku. They haven't created a lot so far, City. Forest playing 5 at the back. There's minimal space. And De Bruyne gives it away there. The thing with Forest is when they win the ball back, can they turn it into a counter-attack? Chris Wood's up there. He's got good hold-up play, and maybe they can. Oh, Gibbs-White had the heavy touch. Alanga was making the run. Grealish, he'll win a free kick here. No doubt about it. Willy Bolly all the way out of defence. He's forced him back there. He's done well. It's good hard work there by Forest. Just frustrate City and hit them on the break when you can. You've got to avoid Kyle Walker. Try and get them on Vardiol's side. Here's Rodri, 30 yards from goal. Gets out wide to Vardiol. De Bruyne. And Vardiol's offside there. Pep doesn't look too happy. I'm a tree today, not a forest. The way you and Cruz did the Havertz celebration. Love it. Not just the king of live stream, a great dad too. Respect. Big up, bro. We have to enjoy them moments, don't we, you know? Marcel said it's the hope that kills. Listen, you're a Liverpool fan. You've experienced it more than I have as an Arsenal fan. You watch City, you hope. But you've got to be here, man, just in case. We need an emergency podcast with Turkish if Forest get a result. Listen, if they did, I'll message him. We'll try. It would be epic. Danilo does well. Oh, he does really well. Kyle Walker misses it. I know what you're doing. The one time you got ahead of him, he has a bad touch. Whips it out wide. Nico Williams. Corner of the penalty area. Gibbs-White in support. Gibbs-White crosses it in. Header. Chris Wood goes wide. Half a chance. It's important when you play against Man City that you keep an attacking threat. You need them to know that you can score against them. Chris Wood wins the header there against Akanji. Doesn't hit the target, but he is good in the air. Sanchez was a baller, I agree. He gave us memories. Congrats to him and Mickey. Inter won the league, yeah. Fair play at that age. When Mkhitaryan left Arsenal, I thought he was completely washed up. He's gone to Italy and won Serie A. So, City in possession, 28 minutes gone. Shaquille said, do you think Spurs will try and beat City? No, listen, I think they will. They need to, man. Their owner wants Champions League, man. They're not just going to allow them to win. They can't afford to. As a player, you're going to want to be in the Champions League. Paul said, please, Forrest, I'll tattoo your name on my chest. Let's see. Listen, Brighton were already pretty much done by this time in their game. Forest have actually put up a decent fight already. Although here's Kyle Walker on the attack, right-hand side, pulls it back. Kevin De Bruyne finds Bernardo. Don't foul him. Well done, good defending. Danilo clears it. Go on, Alanga. You need to get Alanga one-on-one with Vardal. I'm telling you. He's very quick. Number one spot we need to reinforce in the summer. Despite Havertz's form, I would still say a top quality goal scorer. I think we need a centre mid as well. In case Partey doesn't stay. But I would keep Partey for the final year. Even if you just use him as a squad player. They offered us 13 million for him last season. He's got a year older and a year left on his deal. If someone's going to give us 10 million for Partey, what's the point? Keep him. He's been quality these last two games. Grealish up against Williams. Pulls it back. It's a corner to Manchester City. Has Williams done his hamstring? Yeah. Nico Williams, the right back. He's tweaked his hamstring there. Looks like he's coming off. Yeah, we definitely need a winger as well, of course. You need a Saka, backup player or somebody that can challenge. Camavinga or Tchouaméni, we're not getting none of them. Madrid aren't letting them two go. They're unbelievable young players, man. I'd love either one of them. Nico Williams looks like he's coming off. He looked quite good going forward as well. It looks like he's tweaked his hamstring. Alexander said, Big C, I can smell armpits. Odegaard's armpits, man. He's going to be lifting that title, hopefully. But we need somebody. We need that confidence of somebody taking the points off City and it's back into our hands. Can you imagine if they took points off City today? You're talking about Bournemouth at home, Man United away, and Everton at home to win the Premier League. I mean, I would not be able to cope. We need somebody to just a draw. That's all we need. You don't even need to beat them. Just draw 0-0, 1-1, 2-all. Somebody, please. The whiff of Lynx. Lynx Africa. You know them Africa sets we used to get for Christmas? Smells like that. I hope so, anyway. Just a draw. That's all we need. But it's a corner to Man City, so I won't get too carried away. Is De Jong for sale? I'd take him. De Bruyne whips it in. And there we go. Vardal scores just like that. They end all your hopes. We can't smell any armpits. They're probably Kevin De Bruyne's armpits. Vardal unmarked near post. 1-0. They just spoil the mood, don't they? They just spoil the whole mood. I really can't stand this team. It's a good header. Oh, look at them, man. Pep. I can't. I feel like locking the stream off. I just feel like locking it off. They take all of your hopes. They're such a robot. I mean, it's a poor bit of defending. He gets across the near post. Ah, you get all that hype. You've just beat Tottenham, and they're like, yeah, whatever. Don't mean nothing. 2 or 3-0. This stream's ending. Williams is coming off. He's done his hamstring. Ah. Sports Genius saying lock it up. Not a 1-0. If we get to 2 or 3, I'm locking it off, honestly. I don't want to spoil our Sunday by watching these robots win another game of football. Forest went 1-0 down last season, so I'm clinging on for hope here that something can happen. Might be time to talk biscuits. Marcel, you're right. You're right, bro. Forest actually started the first 20-odd minutes quite well, and then City go a goal up. I just can't stand this team. I really can't. At least if it was Liverpool, you feel like it feels like it's a fair battle, because it's like you've built it and you've never been done for anything. Like when it's City, it's just disgusting, isn't it? I just really can't stand them now. You know what? I'll be honest with you. You know when City were just battling with Liverpool, I didn't really have a problem with City, you know. I thought, well, Pep, I like Pep. They play good football. They always had a few players that I liked. I didn't really have a problem with City. You know, now we're battling with City. I cannot stand this football team. I can't stand them. I had no problem with them because they had no issue with us. We were challenging for 4th. They were winning. I didn't give a damn. Now we're battling with them. I cannot stand this football club. Because they give you no hope. You literally have to win nearly every game to get the better of them. I knew that Villa game was going to cause us a big problem. That's why I went so mad. Come on, Forest. What have you got? What have you got? Go on. They're struggling to get the ball back now. This is a problem. Once City score psychologically, they kick into gear. We caused this by losing to Villa and Fulham. I mean, yeah, I spoke about this on Friday. If we win every game, City win every game, we lose the league title by 2 points. That means if you turn a draw into a win, we would have won the title on goal difference. So Fulham at home, we drew 2-2. They had 10 men. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne shoots. It's blocked. Cleared away. If we'd have beat Fulham at home, beat Villa, beat West Ham, we'd be champions if we'd have won our remaining. Come on, though, Forest. Don't give up. You're fighting to stay in the league. Hudson-Odoi up against Kyle Walker. Cuts inside. Doku fouls him. Free kick. Crossing situation. Come on, Forest. Taken quick. Aina whips it in. Chris Wood. Oh, he can't quite reach the header. City are putting 2 players on him. Cello, people said calm down, Big City. I knew that game was going to be such a big defeat. But listen, maybe that... Can you imagine the story, right, of Tottenham being the team that gets them? Like, if you were going to write the story, and I'm not saying these fairy tales will happen, but if you were going to write the story, you would say, imagine they drop points away at Tottenham, and Tottenham were the cause of Arsenal winning the Premier League. I'm just looking, who else have City actually got? Not that I'm giving up on this game. I still think Forest can do something here. More in hope than expectation, though, I have to admit. 36 minutes gone in this game. City have got... who else have they got? Wolves at home. Nope, that ain't happening. Wolves are a mess there on the beach. Fulham away, I mean... I'm not convinced with Fulham. But they're very unpredictable. Sometimes at home they're all right. But they've looked... I don't know about Fulham. And then you've got Tottenham away and West Ham at home. You never know. You just never know. Come on. Here's Hudson-Odoi up against Walker. Drifts inside. Doku. Got so much pace there. Hudson-Odoi's quick, but he's running at Walker. Then Doku gets back. You're up against two absolute whippets. Aina. Whip it in. Chris Wood's available. What's he got? Drills it. Back post. Here's a chance. Oh my days! Chris Wood 6 yards out. He misses the ball. What a chance. You'd have been better off having Woody from Toy Story. Chris Wood, you absolute donut. Whipped in, back post. Montiel pulls it back. He's 6 yards out. Unmarked. The ball goes through his legs. How do you miss that? Honestly, Robbie would have scored that. Robbie, AFTV slots that in. Chris Wood misses an absolute sitter. How do you miss that, bro? And this guy's actually, I think he's their top scorer. He's 6 yards out unmarked. They're the chances, man. You've got to punish City when you get that chance. I would have actually backed him to score that. They cut the wood. Wood by name, wood by nature. I'm telling you, Robbie slots that in. What a miss. Chris Wood, man. Let me look at his stats. I need to know some facts about him. I'm fuming with him. New Zealand international footballer, 32 years of age. You're an absolute disgrace. He's got 12 goals. You've got as many goals as Havertz. How are you not scoring that? It's basically a tapping. 6 yards out, just slot it past the goalkeeper. Getting back to Auckland ASAP. That is correct. Check his bank account. That is unbelievable. 12 goals in 23 shots. 9 Premier League goals, 12 in all comps. That is absolutely... No, in fact, 12 in the league. That 9 they're showing is under Nuno. He got 3 under the previous manager. I can't believe it. Oh, well. The only positive I'm taking from it is you can see that Forest do have a threat. Marco said, I knew he wouldn't score. I like that one. That's a good dad joke. Don Robbie scores that. He does, man. You just side foot that in, man. 6 minutes till half time. If you offered me now 20 minutes to go, 1-0 to Man City, I'll take it because at least it would be nerve-wracking. And Forest will just throw the kitchen sink at them and start, putting crosses in and stuff like that. But they can't concede again. They have to keep it at 1-0. Law said, look into that for match fixing. I don't know how he misses that. He's got the ball now, though. Gets out wide. Hudson-Odoi drives into the area. Hudson-Odoi, what is that? He's appealing for a free kick. Did De Bruyne catch him from behind? They're half chances, man, because Kyle Walker's high up the pitch. When he's high up the pitch, you've got to expose them. I think he hit it too early. De Bruyne's right behind him, so I think as he goes to swing back his leg, I think he clips De Bruyne's knee. And it goes wide. Origi scores that. Origi! 5 minutes till half time. Forest have had some half chances, to be fair, but they're losing, and that's all that matters. MJ said, we got something nasty for you, man, at Old Trafford. Proper scummy win. I hope not. I really hope not. Just don't turn up for that game, man. Just give us that performance you did yesterday. Here's Alanga. He's got space to run into here. Can he? Oh, tries to play it in. Throw in to Forest. Corner of the Man City penalty area. Come on, man. We need Alanga to get 1v1 with Vardal. He looks way quicker than him. They're showing you, what chance was this? This was Alvarez. Why did Vardal duck down? He could have headed it. Did he think someone was behind him? Oh, Forrester got someone who can put a long throw in. Is this Niakate? I remember his throw's massive and then he takes it short. What's the point? You got a long throw, so you take it short. Get in the box, man. Montiel whips it in. It's a shocking cross. Oh, they don't. You've got a guy who can take a long throw, so you take it short and give the ball away. Forrest win it back. Willy Bolly trying to do skills. Murillo finds Chris Wood. Oh, he's done it again. He's missed the ball. Nah, check his bank account, man. Was he onside? What's wrong with this guy? He was in. They're not even showing you the replay of it. I'm sure Chris Wood was in there. Poor defending for the goal they conceded. They've just left him. They're doing zonal marking. I don't know why any team does zonal marking. It makes no sense. And you know what? They haven't even got a 1 year on the bench either, Forrest. Because he is a bit of a beast. He's out injured still. Maybe you throw a Rigi up there. He's always been a decent finisher. Good tackle by Aina. Wins it back for Forrest. Niakate goes back to the goalkeeper. Chris Wood, man. Oh, my days. We need more hope-alongs. We'll do them before the end of the season. If we feel there is some hope. I won't do it against Wolves at home because I think City will annihilate them at home. Chris Wood flicks it on. It's about the only decent thing he's done since missing an absolute sitter. But 1-0, they're still in the game. So we can still hang on at 1-0. It is a hope-along. I can't lie. Forest aren't playing too bad. They should be 1-1. There's Chris Wood. Look at the state of his first touch. What is he doing? Oh, Forrest, what are you doing there? That's awful. Ball's bouncing around like an NBA playoff game. City have the ball back with Ederson. Get in at half-time. Minute till half-time. I'll take 1-0 under these circumstances. I tell you what I will take, though. 1-1. Danilo. Good ball to the door. He has a heavy touch. It goes out for a throw-in. Kyle Walker was limping a bit there. I'll take him coming off injured. Getting in some decent positions. Wasim said, is Daichi doing us any favour? Listen, mate, if I have to do you a favour, I'll do you one. We're safe in the league anyway. It's been a masterclass from the Ginger Genius. So, you know, we'll throw the game last game of the season, no problem. As long as you buy me some bricks, some wood and some concrete. No problem. There you go. City have the ball. They're so calm under pressure, it's unbelievable. Forced long, though, but Alvarez ain't going to win a header against the big centre-backs that Forest have got in defence. How long added on? 45 minutes gone. Is Willy Bolly? Don't do anything stupid. You're not that guy. Just play it simple. Montiel, who scored the winning penalty, I believe, for Argentina in the World Cup final. Gives it away. Ake collects it. The pass was overhit. Daily Daishi, mate. Here come Man City. Kevin De Bruyne finds Jack Grealish. Forrester a point outside the relegation zone. Wow, I didn't realise Burnley are only 2 points off safety. They've actually got a chance of staying up. I thought they were done and dusted. 24 points Burnley, 25 points Luton, 26 points Forest. That is wide open. Forest have got a lot to play for. 4 minutes added on at the end of the first half. Doku nearly got in there. Aina does well. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Sells, clips it, looking for a Langer. Flicks it on. Good touch by Gibbs. Oh, lovely skill. Little Cruyff turn there out of the air. Murillo, good ball out wide. Hudson-Odoi. Aina on the overlap. What can Hudson-Odoi do? Aina up against Akanji. Can he win a corner? Corner to Forrest. Come on. Come on, Forrest. Chris Wood make up for it. Back post header. They've offered a threat, and I like that. That's why I'm still here, people. I still believe they've got something. That pace, we could do with Kyle Walker coming off. Because City look quite slow at the back. 3,000 of you tuned in. Big up everyone locked in. Big up the Twitch gang as well. The whole C unit tuned in. Come on. Can we get a Forest equaliser before half time? In swinging corner. They've got 5-6 players in the area, Forest. Some big centre-backs. Hudson-Odoi whips it in. It's dropped. Oh, my days. They've put it over from 2 yards out. Murillo. Ederson drops it. Murillo just swings a leg at it. I don't think he knows where it is. Oh, my. He hits the crossbar. I've never seen anything like it. Ederson flaps. Murillo outside of the left foot. He hits the top of the bar. Ederson flapped at it. I can't believe it. They've had the 2 best chances of the game. The goal is sort of behind him. The ball's there. He flicks it behind him. It goes up and hits the top of the bar and goes over. This is crazy. I'm telling you, man, some bank accounts have been filled, bro. I'm telling you. Apparently Timber did well for the under-21s. They won 2-0. I can't believe that. How have Forest not equalised? They've missed the 2 best chances of the game. That one was literally an open goal. Okay, it is a tight angle. Oh, great feet. Get out of his way, man. Gibbs White's having a good game. Southern Gooner, my friends, this is a masterclass and how you end up in a relegation battle. Got to take your chances, aren't you? That's the problem. That is the problem. Should be 1-1. Listen, the positive I'm taking out of it is they're a threat. They're causing them problems. Gibbs White, poor pass over, hits it. Looking for a Langer. Chris Wood does well, though. Goes to press Ederson, force him to kick it. Minute till half time. Willy Bolly finds Montiel. Gibbs White, good play there. He's had a good game. What are you doing, man? This right back, man. His passing's awful. Gibbs White's doing some really good touches. City on the attack. Kyle Walker finds Kevin De Bruyne. 10 seconds. 5 seconds till half time. Please don't concede. Grealish. Bernardo on the overlap. Doesn't use him. Tries to cut inside. It's Rodri. It's De Bruyne. Stop the shot. De Bruyne shoots. It's blocked. Half time. We'll take that under the circumstances. Should be 1-1, man. Don't know how they didn't equalise. Listen, do you know what, right? I wouldn't get carried away, but I think they're doing all right. I think they've got something. You know, it's City, innit? There's a reason they're the best team in this country over the last 6-7 years. And there's a reason Forest are in a relegation battle, because ultimately they probably concede soft goals and they miss big chances. And that's why you end up in a relegation battle. They should actually be 2-1 up. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, forget 1-1. It should be 2-1. The Chris Wood one is absolutely outrageous because you're a striker, you're unmarked, you're facing the goal. There's no defender near you. I don't know how you miss the ball. At least Murillo, I'll give him a little of a... Like, the goal is open, but, you know, he's not aware of it. He's just flicked his leg at it. It's gone up and hit the bar. The Chris Wood one is unbelievable, how he misses that. I don't know how he misses that chance. But let's take some enthusiasm from the fact that they look a goal threat. They look like they can trouble Man City. Yeah, Harland is on the bench. And listen, when he comes on, it will change the dynamics. Because what that does, it enables City to put crosses in. De Bruyne, a lot of the time, is getting the ball out wide. He doesn't want to cross the ball because he knows that Alvarez is not going to win headers against their centre-backs. So good. Should be 1-1, should possibly be 2-1 to Forest. They've had the two best chances apart from the Man City goal. Instant audit needed on Forest players. I'm fuming. Big up Ab, man. Big up Cormac, Curtis Wood, Daishi. Take BT and Big Angie. Listen, I do them both. I do both of them, mate. You know, I'm a proper fighting man. You know, I eat bricks for breakfast, mate. So them two be light work, mate. Absolute light work. Anytime, any place. You know, I'll fight them in a phone box. I'll smash their heads in, mate. No problem. We eat bricks, we eat wood, we eat concrete. George Gooner, Big C. What I like about this season's running is that every time we play as before City, we're able to put the pressure on them. It was the opposite last year. Let's have a look next week. Not that I'm looking past this game, but I know we play on Saturday at 12:30, so I would imagine you're right next week. So we play at 12:30 on Saturday at home to Bournemouth. Should be a win, but we know what happened against Bournemouth at home last year. Reece Nelson, last-minute winner. Man City play Wolves at 5:30. I have absolutely zero hope that Wolves will get anything out of that game. I won't even do a watch-along for that game. Man City at home against Wolves. Wolves lost yesterday. They're awful. They're on the beach. So I'm not gonna be. I'm hoping, but I don't expect anything to happen there. Wolves are terrible at the moment. The following weekend, City play first away at Fulham, Saturday at 12:30, and then on the Sunday we play Manchester United. So that weekend, we're going to be the team under more pressure because we have the more difficult game. Then the week after, who plays first? The week after, we play Everton at 4 o'clock. Oh, that's the last game of the season. Man City play West Ham. So Man City must have a midweek game. Man City's midweek game. Yeah, Tottenham on the 14th. That's good. That's good that they're having to play the Tottenham game in between. So they play Fulham 3 days later. So they play Fulham away, then Tottenham away 3 days later, then West Ham at home. So they got 3 games in the last 7 days of the season. We don't have that midweek game. We just got to hope. We've just got to hope, to be honest. I'm still hanging on that Forest can get a draw out of this. I think they've played quite well. They just need to finish their chances. So we'll see how it pans out. Spurs probably the only outside chance of City dropping points. Amir said, big up Big C. Raya isn't Arsenal level. Him winning the Golden Glove is mostly because of good defenders. Possibly, have the defence made him look better? Bobby Gunner said the league is finished if City wins the league again. I bet Newcastle can spend more than City. Premier League will not allow them because they have allowed City, whereas FFP. Well, they've changed the rules, haven't they? FFP was very easy to manipulate, you know, and what clubs have done is created sponsorship deals that don't exist. So they're making up companies, sponsoring themselves millions of pounds, and then they're finding out that people who own the club own that company that was sponsoring them. So FFP was very easy to manipulate. Now they've brought in profit and sustainability in the Premier League, and because the government were saying to the Premier League clubs, if you don't get a grip with your finances, we're going to get the government involved. So what the Premier League have said, listen, we don't want the government snooping around our business. Everton admitted they were guilty, so the Premier League whacked them with a points deduction and a fine. They did the same to Forest. The reason, because a lot of people say, well, they've done it to Everton and Forest, why have they not done it to Man City? Man City have not admitted any guilt. They're saying they're not guilty. It's also over a period of nearly 10 years. So can you imagine how much paperwork they're going to have to go through to try and find evidence to be able to charge Man City? And Man City are going to turn up with big lawyers, big solicitors. They're going to delay it. Where Forest and Everton actually admitted they were wrong. So they were able to just charge them straight away. Newcastle can't go mad. They can't spend big money because this profit and sustainability says basically you can spend what your club earns. And Newcastle don't make crazy money. They haven't got big shirt selling players, and their fan base worldwide is not that big. So even though they've got the richest owners, it might take Newcastle years to spend that money. Where FFP rules were a lot more laid back, and Man City they got around it. I don't blame them. I don't blame Man City for manipulating the rules. At the end of the day, it's fast tracked them. Why wouldn't you do it? So you're gonna exploit rules if you can. At the end of the day, that's the reality of the situation. So, is what it is. If we would have possibly given Usmanov ownership of the club, we might have gone down the same route and tried to do it. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, people. Let's see what the second half has in store. You're going to see us win the 4-peat. Well, I hope not. The good thing is it's going to go down to the wire, I think. Last year I was so fuming because we didn't stay. We just fell out the race with 5-6 games to go. At least it's going to go down to the wire. 100% Tottenham will lay down for City. I remember last time we needed a favour. Listen, everything would tell you from a rivalry perspective that Tottenham will just roll over and get their bellies tickled. By City, but the owner's going to be desperate for Champions League football. Big up my bro AD locked in as well. He's tuned in with his daughter Janai Angel. She always watches, and I said I would big her up, and big up AD and the family locked in as well, man. And she's a Forest fan. Nottingham, we got they support the home city as well, so big up. I only just seen the message, bro. Apologies. But Spurs need to get Champions League. They need to get in the Champions League. Okay, yeah, they lose. All right, you end up in Europa League. You don't get better players. You don't progress as a football club. I don't think they can go into that game and just roll over, And let's face it, those players are not Tottenham fans. I don't think their mindset is going to be the same as an actual fan of a football club's would. If you're a fan, you're going to be like, oh, listen, I don't care, but if you're a player, they're not Tottenham fans. You think Van der Ven's thinking, oh, let's end up in the Europa League so Arsenal don't win the league. He's thinking, I want to play in the Champions League next year. Do you know what I mean? I want to get in my national team. I think they will try and go for it. I really do. Not that I like relying on them, but I think they will try and do something. But the way they defended today, are they good enough? Is the problem. We should have beat them 5-0. We made a game out of it. Spurs weren't. It wasn't because Spurs were quality that they got back into that game. It was because we tried to throw the game away. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Ideally, you don't want to be relying on them, but that's the reality. Listen, I'm staying locked in that Forest can get something out of this game. I thought they played really well in that first half. When you think they're fourth from bottom, they've had probably the two best chances of the game. They've missed two sitters. One of them is just absolutely outrageously easy to score. How they missed that, I will never know. So listen, I'm keeping my hopes that they can get an equaliser. Quinn said, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Spurs fans claiming they outplayed us. Yeah, that's embarrassing. We know they didn't. It would be bittersweet for Spurs if they end up helping us. Big C, who is the best passer in the league? I would say De Bruyne, Trent, Odegaard. Maybe those three. Maybe those three, I would say. Anyone else? Anyone would throw in there? Who's the best passer in the league? I would say Trent, De Bruyne, Odegaard. I can't really... No one really pops in my head who's a great passer outside of those three. TV wanted... I kind of agree with that. I kind of wanted City to beat Madrid just so they had loads of difficult games. But, yeah... I suppose on one hand, getting knocked out might have damaged their confidence a bit as well. Rodri, different kind of passing, innit? I mean, Bruno, he gives the ball away too much. He can pick that pass out if you give him time and space, but he gives the ball away so much. To me, a great passer is not only can you pick out a great pass, you don't give the ball away that often. I feel like Bruno gives the ball away too often, you know. But when it works, yeah, it will look like it will look great. It will look great. Bernardo, yeah, listen, there's different passes. I think really what came to my mind was the long pass, that pass that can split your defence open. De Bruyne, Trent are very much the two that spring to mind. Brian said, Kai might not be the greatest to watch, but he has been producing and one of our best players in 2024. He's only 24. Imagine where he could be in a few years. I suppose the interesting thing with how Arsenal will be, if we sign a striker, where does Havertz play for Arsenal next season? Or are these reports true that Arsenal might sign a cheaper, younger striker and keep Havertz as their number one striker for next season? Which personally I don't agree with. I think Havertz is improving. I don't mind him being a squad player and he can play up front, you can play him behind the striker or whatever, but I think we need to buy a top quality striker. Because you've got to look, if Havertz got 12 goals and he spent half a season in midfield, what would a top striker do up front in the Arsenal team with the amount of chances? Second half about to get underway in a second. Good to see there. Ake and Rodri were arguing as they were walking off, so they're obviously not happy. LSU said Kai Havertz is the new Giroud. Go get a big-time beast striker. Occasionally play two up front. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Is Havertz still a flop? I don't think you could call him a flop now, to be honest. With the way that he's finished the season. And ooh, looks like Ederson's coming off. Ortega. Wow. Ederson's off, people. Looks like an injury. I think he injured his shoulder. And often with these injuries, you go in at half-time and they get worse. And the commentator just said there, it's not the only substitution that they're making. So, is he drawing for Harland straight away? So, Ortega is on for Ederson at half-time. Which is good because Ederson is, you know, I think he's a bit taller. And he's obviously better. I do rate Ortega, by the way. I think he's a very good keeper. Harrison said Havertz isn't a flop, but I'm still not sold. He's improving drastically, but you know, it's that first half of the season still winds you up, I think. But he's definitely improved. What is the other change they're talking about for Man City then? The players are back on the pitch. Who's your favourite Arsenal player? I feel like it's so difficult for me to name one. I love Declan Rice. I love Saliba. I love Saka. I love the way Odegaard's been playing. Overall, obviously, Thierry Henry. But out of this current team, my favourite player this season has probably been Declan Rice. I think it's a player we've lacked for so long. It's just been great to see a defensive midfielder of his quality. Oh, Kovacic is on. Who's he come on for? Kovacic is on and Ortega's on as well. It was Martinelli last year as well. Who has Kovacic come on for? I can't. It looks like Doku's been taken off. Is that Doku? Yeah, Bernardo Silva's been pushed to the right. Doku's come off. So Bernardo will be on the right. Kovacic will go centre mid with Rodri. De Bruyne will play 10. Grealish on the left. Ortega is on in midfield. Ortega's on in goal, sorry. And Kovacic is on in midfield. Second half about to get underway. City to kick us off. Can Forest get an equaliser? Massive 45 minutes in terms of Arsenal. I think since Christmas, Odegaard has been outstanding. He wasn't great today, though. He wasn't great today, but when he's good, he's unbelievable. Come on. So City obviously want a little bit more control. Pep doesn't want to play with 2 out-and-out wingers. He'll get Bernardo. Bernardo will drift inside. And, you know, that's what Pep loves, to dominate the midfield. What I would like to see is Forest go and put Ortega under pressure. I know he's good on the ball, but goalkeeper coming on midway through a game, still not the easiest. Forest have possession in the Man City half. Hudson-Odoi. Good ball into Danilo. Come on. I should have gone forward quicker. City have no pace without Doku. They're definitely not that quick, are they, when you look at it? Grealish ain't that quick. Here's Danilo. Good little ball into Hudson-Odoi there. Oh, he could have crossed it. Up against the Kanji, left-hand side. Forest have started the game lively. Tries to skin. Alanga gets past Walker. Gets in the area. Yo! Chris Wood, no! 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 He's on the payroll. He's on the payroll. He's missed another sitter. He's missed a sitter. How? How has he done that? The one time Alanga actually... They're still on the attack. That's a great ball. Hudson-Odoi gets to the byline, drives into the area. Bernardo Silva comes out, skips past him. Oh, he puts it wide. Chris Wood, mate. Check Chris Wood's bank account. He's on the take. How does he not score? Hit the ball properly. He can't shoot. He's 6 yards out. Alanga bullies Walker, rolls it to him, 6 yards out. What kind of soft little shot is that? No power, just hit it with conviction. Absolute fraud, this guy. Chris Wouldn't, they're calling him in the chat. What is he doing? Awonye's in the crowd. He's not even on the bench. Another great chance. I said these 2 Forest wingers will cause problems. This guy up front can't finish. Put Origi up front. That guy's got genuine history. He's scored in a Champions League final. This Chris Wood's got 12 goals. How on earth has he scored 12 Premier League goals? He can't finish. Suitcase was placed at the park bench. Wood picked it up last night. He did. He got a message from a mystery number last night. Said, listen, look outside your house. There's a suitcase. Pick it up. And don't you dare do anything on that pitch tomorrow night. It's in unmarked notes. About 400 grand. This is crazy. 2 sitters. Alanga, Hudson-Odoi, all sorts of problems. He bullied Kyle Walker there. Got past him. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. They should have scored 2 or 3 goals. Forest in possession. Let's hang on, man. Please. An equaliser. That's all we need. That's all we need. Murillo under pressure. Clips it up the line. Don't take chances. Rodri heads it back. Listen. We know that Harland's going to turn up at some stage. Oh, dear. Bro, somebody just said there, Eddie Nketiah's better. He is. I think Eddie would score that. He likes them little poacher chances. Oh, I'm so angry. I get more angry in this game than the Arsenal game. They should have scored 3 times, Forest. Throw into Man City. Like South London's finest said, the good thing is now that City don't have really any pace in that front line now they've taken off Doku. Doku just doesn't seem like a Pep Guardiola player. He doesn't seem to like him. He drags him off all the time. He's very wasteful in possession. Here's Jack Grealish for City. Slips over but keeps the ball. Rodri. Forest need to do something before Harland turns up. Because when he turns up, they'll start spamming the cross. De Bruyne whips it in. It's cleared. Rodri, edge of the area. Danilo does well. Danilo does very well. Forest might be able to break here. Alanga. Chris Wood in space. Not that that means anything. Just pass the ball, man, before you fall over. That's not a bad ball. Montiel, can he whip it in? Here's Gibbs White with a shot. Puts it wide. It wasn't a great strike. Tried to curl it in. It's a goal kick. They do have a threat on the break, though. War Sam said, back in the day between 2004 to 13, I followed Arsenal on Match of the Day. No other way to watch them. Different. 2014 to 24. How did you follow them in the early days? Yeah, bro. Yeah, back in the day, man, I had to watch the highlights. You know what I mean? It was Match of the Day. 10:30, Gary Lineker or Des Lynam or whoever was presenting. That was the only way. Jorge said City is there for the taking. That's the frustrating thing. But when you get chances against City, you have to punish them. You have to. HR said Arsenal away form is awesome. Need to focus against Bournemouth. Oh, here's Elanga! You better not be on. Oh, he was offside. He was offside. I thought he was one-on-one with a goalkeeper then. He was miles off. Hey, why do they do that? Let you get excited. He's a yard off. Linesman doesn't put his flag up straight away, so I thought he was one-on-one with a keeper. Listen, let me tell you something. Forest have got a threat in this game. They can score, but they need to finish their chances. City do not like pace. Kyle Walker's the only defender in their team that really is really quick. Good tackle, Gibbs White. Takes the ball off Kovacic. Ball over the top. Oh, he overhits it. Another chance. He's had a decent game, but you've got to find that pass. Woody's Forest version of Bamford. Remember when he missed all them chances, meant Leeds were relegated? Yeah. I don't know how Chris Wood's got 12 goals. He's awful in front of goal today. Second half, 3 shots. Man City haven't had 1. But City do have the ball with Bernardo Silva. Tries to find De Bruyne, overhits the pass, goes through to the goalkeeper. Come on, Forest. Get Origi on, please. That guy scores clutch goals, man. Put him up front. Get this guy off Chris Wood. Montiel chips it over the top. Elanga. He's outpacing Ake here. Corner of the penalty area. What you got? Lift your head up. Lift your head. You're moving like Martinelli, bro. Throw into Forest. Come on. There's an equaliser in this game. I can smell it. I can smell that equaliser, man. It's there. Not Chris Wood, though. Not Chris Wood. Get him off. All we need is a draw. Murillo finds Hudson-Odoi. Finds Aina. A little flick. Has that gone out of play? Throw into City on the edge of their own area. Do it for Cloughie, man. The spirit of Clough. They've taken the throw quickly, City. I think Pep's probably had a go at them at half-time. Dragged off Doku. Ederson, I'm assuming, is injured. 18 goals and assists for Havertz this season. Listen, you can't knock that, man. The first half of the season and the second half, it's like chalk and cheese. He's a different player. He's playing in a different role. And he's thrived up front. You can't knock him. City have possession. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Come on. Just a 1-1. Longer it stays 0-0, the better. Yeah, because Pep will feel the pressure. He knows. He knows they need to win this. Here comes City. Track your runner. Don't foul. Ball's crossed in, back post. Bernardo Silva. Great defending by Aina. That is superb. Nicks it off Bernardo and Forrester on the break. Why? Man's outpacing Kyle Walker. He's blitzed him. Keep going. Oh, he picks out the wrong pass. He actually burnt Kyle Walker for pace. I didn't even see Mbappe do that against Kyle Walker. That brother's quick, man. Let's get 2,000 likes at least, people. 3.5K in the chat. Great numbers. I know. I think he plays... Is he play for Nigeria, I think? The brother's rapid. Come on, Forest, man. We'll let you keep Tavares for free. You've got him on loan. You don't even have to pay us. We'll give him to you. You can have him. We'll even throw you a Cedric or someone. El Neni, whatever you need, we'll sort you out. Eddie and Ketty are on the cheap. You can have it. It'll solve that Chris Wood striker problem. There's a Man City player on the floor injured. It's Jack Grealish. Curtis always said play 29 up front since the Charity Shield. 100%. He's not a midfielder. Not in the Prem. The game's too quick. In midfield in the Prem, you've got to do too much. You've got to think about too much. Up front, his role is much more simple. He's 6'3", hold the ball up, link up play, and he's got a knack of getting goal scoring opportunities. We have to apologise for Turner first. Yeah, you're right. We charged them $8 million for him. Can you believe Noel Gallagher's just standing up in the middle of the Man City fans? Fair play to him. A lot of celebrities wouldn't do that. They'd be in a director's box or something. Grealish is limping. It looks like he got kneed in the leg. Do you want Forest to stay up? Yeah. I'd like Forest to stay up. I think they're a good club, good history. Forest have possession back. Aina got burnt by Adingra in the AFCON final. Oh, fair play. Adingra's quick as well, isn't he, at Brighton? Ball over the top. They managed to deal with it. City. Walker finds Rodri. Given away. Poor pass. Here's Gibbs-White. What you got? Danilo. Oh, you picked the wrong pass. 3 players to pick out there, and you put it in between all 3 of them. Ortega just kicks it out. Come on, Forest. City don't look great here, I'm telling you. Get Chris Wood off for Origi, and they've got a chance. They've got a chance. They've created good chances. How's your day? Day's been well, man. Can't complain. Blessed Sunday, you know. Ball over the top. Here's Montiel. He's offside. What are you doing standing there? Ricky, thank you for the super chat. He said, Curtis, I have a feeling Spurs will be Spursy and take points off City for us. It's the only game I see City dropping points. Trust me now, I'm hanging on to this game. They've got something in this. They can equalise in this. Harland's warming up, though, which is not what we want to see. Because City will play more direct when he comes on. Just start putting crosses in. I'm not writing this game off. I know, I get it. Looking at the fixture list, the Tottenham game is the one, but I think they can drop points today. Forest have created great chances. Quinn said favourite player is Thomas Partey. He's looked excellent the last 2 games. Noah said I think Forest might get a draw or a win. The thing is, against City, you won't keep getting chances. You've got to score at some stage. Romanian Gunner said Forest will score. Grealish on the floor again. This guy every minute. He's another one, isn't he? Every minute, you know, you tap him, he's on the floor. Man's got the biggest calves in football. Yeah, every minute the man's injured. Free kick to City on the halfway line. I don't think Pep will be happy with this performance of Man City. They are lacking control and they have conceded some big opportunities, but they are winning. And in a title race, we know that it's more about the result than the performance. So, Ederson's come off injured at half-time. And he's took Doku off. I think Doku is just for the poor performance. Alvarez gives it away there. Very un-City-like there. Here come Forest. Hudson-Odoi skips past Akanji. Left foot, whips it in, flicked on, back post, shot. Oh, he doesn't get hold of it. Montiel volleys it into the ground there. And City win it back. Come on, yes! Come on, Forest. The crowd are starting to lift a little bit. Throw into Forest in the City half. They are gonna, I'm telling you, I've said it all week. Brighton, no. They're done. They're booking holidays. Forest are scrapping. It won't be pretty, but they will get chances. Oh, no, Harland's coming on. Do you know what, though? Listen, we know what Harland is. Harland won't be in the game for long. He'll touch the ball about 5 times. But the problem is he might score 2 of them. That's what he's so good at, and he enables them to go direct. Alfinger Harland, his dad, I think he actually played for Forest back in the day with, like, Collymore and them players there. Here comes City on the break, though. Vardal, go to the ball, man. Stop backing off. He's a centre-back, man. Yes, take the ball off him. Gibbs-White, good turn. Here we go, Alanga. Big up SC Guna, thank you for the super chat, bro. Woke up late, just finished watching the Arsenal game with you in the community, then switched over here. Come on, you, Curtis's hometown. Listen, they got something for him. Here's Hudson-Odoi. Up against Kyle Walker. Corner of the City penalty area. Goes backwards to Danilo. Come on. If they score, it will be absolute scenes, I'm telling you. Hudson-Odoi. We've got 30 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Lovely ball into Aina. Left foot. Whips it in low. It's blocked. Goes out for a throw. Come on. Come on, Forest. You're doing well here. You don't often see teams play like this against Man City, man. Come on. Just a scrappy 1-1. I'll take it. They need a goal. They need to stay in the league themselves. The longer it's 1-0, it probably suits Forest in a strange way because Pep won't be happy. You think if this was Arsenal, I'd be complaining about 1-0, saying, listen, we need another goal. 1-0's not comfortable. That's a poor pass, though. Goes out for a throw to City. That Niakate's got a long throw. And here we go. Here's Harland. Harland. He's the one just like his dad. Now he's at the Etihad. Ha, 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 ha. It's Harland, man. The Viking, you know what I mean? He drinks milk. Man comes out the training ground drinking milk in his car. He's a proper Viking. He'll probably be, oh, it's Grealish. I mean, there's no point in being on the pitch. Spent most of the game rolling around on the floor. Grealish, I don't care what anyone says. Listen, he's made millions of pounds. He's won loads of trophies. He is not the same player at Man City. That is not the guy that played for Aston Villa that used to rip up fullbacks. He's a complete system player now. He doesn't even run past people. He must be bored playing for Man City. HR said, I personally think West Ham will help us. Final day drama. Antonio to score the winner. What are you saying? West Ham just direct up to Antonio and Jared Bowen. You never know. You never know, do you? Grealish is an alcoholic, says Shax. But Harland's on. So it will offer them a different dimension now. They can put crosses in. Anthony said David Villa Grealish, way better than City Grealish. He was electric for Villa. Would you take Grealish at Arsenal? I don't think I would. And the only... Number one, he's on massive wages. Number two, I just don't want to sign players from City anymore. I want to create our own team that's got nothing to do with them. I don't want Zinchenko's and Jesus. This is a chance. Alvarez, corner of the area, shoots over the bar. Did it get a deflection? I'm not sure it did. I think Murillo did quite well in the end to recover. On his left foot, Harland into De Bruyne. Lovely pass into Alvarez. Now, Murillo does all right. He gets across. Yeah, a shot was never going in. Now, I wouldn't take Grealish. He's 29 this year. Big wages. Been out of form. Now, no fake scores in the chat, please. We don't need that. I do rate Gibbs White. I got to be honest. I think at the moment in the Prem, if you got rid of Fabio Vieira or you got rid of ESR, he probably offers more. But I'd rather get Eze. And I think Gibbs White would cost 40, 50 mil. Depending on whether they stay up or not. If they go to the Championship, you might get him cheaper. They paid 40 million for him. So, Rodri there with a great ball out wide to Vardal. They're on the attack. That is a terrible pass from Vardal straight to the Forest keeper. I think Gibbs White will leave in the summer, whether Forest stay up or not. I think clubs will come in for him. He's had a very good season for them. He's talented on the ball. He can pick a pass. Good touch by Chris Wood. It's the first good thing he's done. Look at... he should have played that. Danilo. Danilo gets pickpocketed there by Rodri. City have the ball back. Forest had a good attack on there as well. Wasted it. Vieira needed for Europe. Do we need him for Europe? What has he done in Europe? He hasn't done anything. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. This is dangerous. Good defending. Hold him up. 93rd minute equaliser coming for Forest, says Justin. I'll take it. The scenes would be epic. Imagine we had someone like Isak against Tottenham. We would have won 5-0. Should have battered them today. They're fortunate they got out there with a 3-2 defeat. They should have been annihilated. Here's Kyle Walker for City. Keeping the ball a little bit here. Bernardo Silva up against Aina. That Aina's so quick. He doesn't look like... Bernardo doesn't want to run at him. He knows he ain't winning that race. Ab says 73 minutes, 1-1. What are you saying? That's when the equaliser will come, yeah? Hope so. Here's Alanga. He hasn't had the ball enough. He needs the ball on that side because Vardal is slower than Kyle Walker. He's the one they need to target. Murillo is also gone in the summer. Yeah, he's been linked with Atletico Madrid. Brazilian centre-back for Forest. He's young, he's aggressive. Grealish got the ice pack on his legs. Come on. City are keeping possession a lot more, though. Forest may be tiring a little bit. Who've they got on the bench? Origi. That's Sangare. I remember him in the Europa League against Arsenal. He looked decent for PSG. Not PSG, PSV. He's gone to Forest, and the Forest fans say he's awful. So I don't know what's happened with him. Reina, at one stage, he was one of the most hyped up young players at Dortmund. For the FIFA players, he always had like future stars cards and that, but I don't know what's happened to him. Hudson-Odoi has possession. Gibbs White gets tackled there. Rodri has such a little knack of winning the ball back. Good defending there, Murillo. Oh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Great tackle. What a tackle. Murillo caused his own problem, then got have it, slide it. Here we go. Alanga down the sides. Can you get it in? Up against Ake. Whips it in. Oh, just in front of Chris Wood. He can't reach it. Half a chance there, Alanga. See how easy he went past Nathan Ake. You've got to give him the ball. City are on the break. Oh, man. A yard in front of Chris Wood. To be honest, Chris Wood would have probably missed anyway. But he nearly got there. Honestly, you'd have rather had Woody from Toy Story up front than this guy. You got a friend in me. We ain't got a friend in this guy. This guy's a fraud. Uh-oh, Harland. De Bruyne rolls it into him. De Bruyne tries to play a 1-2. Forest clear it. City win the ball back. Get Origi on, man. Get this guy off. Chris Wood has to be a Spurs fan. He must be. He's awful. Forest fans probably like him because obviously he scored 12 goals. They'd probably be relegated if it wasn't for him, but 23 minutes to go. I said just before half-time, if there's 20 minutes to go and it's 1-0, it's still a decent situation because Pep won't feel comfortable at 1-0. He just won't. Uh-oh, here's Kevin De Bruyne. Go to the ball. De Bruyne! Great save by Sells. You cannot let De Bruyne shoot from 25 yards out. Oh, now Murillo's limping. You cannot let De Bruyne just hit that. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. He should save it. I believe Sells is I think he's the Belgium goalkeeper. So he knows Kevin De Bruyne well. People putting fake scores in. Come on, man. Don't be doing that, please. Murillo, it looks like he might have tweaked his groin. He's holding his groin. So maybe he's coming off, which isn't good because he is their best defender. TV1, I can't explain how I feel if both us and City win our remaining games and we miss out by 2 points. You just couldn't lose any worse, could you? The title. We win all our remaining games and they win theirs and we lose it. You might as well have been out of it 4 weeks ago, but we'll see. Let's keep hoping. In-swinging corner for City. De Bruyne to take it. They do have Harland on now. Whips it in near post, headed away by Murillo, so he has recovered, which is good. Alanga wins the header. Danilo. Come on, Chris Wood. He's got that. Yes, come on. Play it down the line, Gibbs White. What are you waiting for? This guy, man. He's so far. Danilo has a heavy touch. This is so bad. Chris Wood is dreadful. Danilo, what's he playing in? Timberland boots. He can't even control the ball. I think Forest are tiring now. They need to make changes. 21 minutes to go. Forest 0, Man City 1. Elton, thank you for the super chat, bro. Big C. Think that we were lucky today. Same mistake we did last year at Anfield. The stadium was silent until Raya did what Granite did last year, but not the same consequence. Looks like champions look. Thing is, at Anfield, we were 2-0 up, and they got back to 2-2. Against Tottenham, we were 3-0 up. So, that they didn't have enough to score 3, but I think ultimately, as much as I'm fuming with what David Raya did, and I hated the last 20 minutes of that game, I'm still viewing that as a positive. It wasn't good. If we'd have drawn or lost, it's an absolute calamity. But the fact we won still makes it a big positive. We'd have all taken a 3-2 win before the game. And we should have beaten 5-0. So it's not the end of the world. It's disappointing that we conceded. I wanted a clean sheet. But the win the win is the most important thing at this stage of the season. De Bruyne finds Harland, corner of the area. Harland! Game over. 2-0, lock it off. It's over. Erling Harland, the robot. It's Johnny 5. Game, set and match. Lock this off. Lock it off. It's done. It's dusted. That's what he comes on for. That's the difference. That's the difference. You have a striker of that level. You got Chris Wood there. Missing from 6 yards out. Harland 1v1 with a defender and he cooks him. Been praising Murillo. Look at Harland. You think I'm going on my left foot? No, I'm not. Right foot, bottom corner. Game, set and match. Federer straight sets. Look at the ball from De Bruyne. Harland sets him up for the left foot shot. Takes it on his right. It's a wrap. We might as well actually end the stream. I'll be honest. We might as well lock it off. I don't think there's any point staying here. I'm turning it off. I am. I'm going to lock it off. I don't want to watch it. Wood's playing better now, but now Danilo... Nah, Chris Wood's a fraud, mate. I hope he gets relegated. Even though I don't want Forest to get relegated. Lock it off. People, you know what? I am actually locking it off. I'm not watching it. And I'm turning the game off. 2-0. Game over. 19 minutes to go. Don't let it ruin the rest of your day. 2 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be back. I'll do a fan cam for the Arsenal game. Although... Nah, Chris Wood ain't getting that. He's got no chance. If they scored, I'd restart the stream and come back. They've got the ball, Forest, so I'll wait. One attack. They got one attack to save it. If they don't score, I'm locking this off. They're not scoring too. Hudson-Odoi looks for Danilo. Lock it off, man. Lock off. People, 2 p.m. tomorrow. Fancam will be out in the next hour. 2 p.m. tomorrow. We'll discuss the Arsenal game. We tried, but Forest, you're not good enough. City... We're going to have to win every game. Take care, everyone. Bless.